everyone. Welcome back to Englo Talks. We're so happy you're here with us today. If you're learning English and sometimes feel like, I understand so much, but when I try to speak, nothing comes out, then today's episode is for you.
Yes, and honestly, this is one of the most common problems for English learners. You listen, you read, you watch videos, and you understand. But speaking, that feels like the hardest part.
Exactly. It's like your brain knows the words, but your mouth says, nope, not today.
That happens to so many learners, and if that's you, don't worry. Today, we're going to talk about why this happens and how you can fix it.
I remember when I was learning another language, I could understand conversations, but when someone asked me a question, my mind went blank.
That blank moment is real. You know the answer, but you can't say it fast enough.
Today, we'll help you understand the speaking problem. By the end of this episode, you'll know why speaking feels difficult, how to practice better, and how to build confidence.
And we'll also give you real conversation practice, not textbook English, real English.
So here's our question for you. Can you understand English videos but struggle to speak? Write yes in the comments if that sounds like you.
And tell us, what stops you from speaking? Fear? Lack of words? Shyness? Comment below.
Also, if you enjoy learning English with us, like this episode and subscribe to Englo Talks. It helps us make more lessons for you.
All right, let's start with the big question. Why can you understand English but not speak it?
First, let's understand the basic concept. Listening and speaking are different skills.
Yes, think about it like this. Understanding is receiving language. Speaking is producing language.
Simple formula. Input equals listening plus reading. Output equals speaking plus writing.
If you only practice input, your output stays weak.
Exactly. Imagine you watch cooking videos every day.
That doesn't make you a chef.
Right, you must cook.
Same with English. You must speak.
Let's look at examples. You understand, how was your day? But when someone asks you, you freeze.
Example 1. Question, how was your day? Answer, it was good. I was busy at work. Simple.
Example 2. What did you do today? Answer, I studied English and watched a movie.
Example 3. What are your plans? Answer, I'm going to visit my friend.
These are easy when reading, but speaking them in real time feels hard. Why? Because your brain is searching.
Many learners translate first, native language to English. That takes time.
And conversation moves fast. People don't wait forever.
Another problem is fear. Fear of mistakes, fear of judgment, fear of sounding bad.
I had that too. Sometimes I knew the sentence, but I thought, what if it's wrong? So I stayed silent.
That silence is the enemy. Speaking improves by speaking, not by staying quiet.
Here's a practice tip. Use simple structure. Subject plus verb plus object.
I like coffee. She plays tennis. We study English.
Don't make long sentences at first. Keep it simple. Can you say these?
I'm tired. I'm hungry. I need help.
Say them out loud now. Yes, right now. Speaking is physical. Your mouth needs practice too.
Let's ask our listeners. Can you make a sentence with I want? Say it now, or write it in the comments.
Here's the negative form. Positive, I can speak English. Negative, I can't speak English well. Positive, I understand English. Negative, I don't understand everything.
Notice the pattern. Don't is do not. Can't is cannot. Use contractions. They sound natural.
Can you answer this? Can you introduce yourself in English? Can you talk about your day? Can you order food in English? Think about it.
If your answer is not really, that's okay. That just means you need output practice, not more silent learning.
Quick summary. Understanding is input, output is speaking, and output needs practice.
If you want to speak, you must train speaking, not only listening.
Now let's build on that. The second reason you understand but can't speak is vocabulary is passive, not active.
Passive vocabulary means words you know when you hear them. Active vocabulary means words you use.
Example. You know the word excited. You understand it, but do you use it?
Maybe not. You might say happy every time.
That's normal. Let's make words active. Take one word, use it 3 times. Example, tired. I'm tired. I feel tired today. I'm too tired to cook.
Another word, improve. I want to improve my English. She improved her speaking. Practice improves confidence.
Real life situation. At a cafe. What do you say? I'd like a coffee. Can I get a sandwich? How much is it?
Simple and useful, not complicated.
Let's do a mini dialogue. I'll start. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How about you?
I'm fine. What are you doing today?
I'm studying and meeting a friend.
See? Short and natural.
Many learners think speaking means using big words. That's wrong. Simple English is powerful.
Formal versus informal. Formal, I would like some assistance. Informal, I need help. Formal, I am unable to attend. Informal, I can't come.
In daily life, informal English is common. Learn both, but start simple.
Quick practice. Complete this. Today I feel blank. Tomorrow I will blank. I want to blank. Say your answers.
Here are 3 tips. First, speak every day for 5 minutes. Second, use words you already know. Third, repeat real sentences.
Repetition is powerful. Say, how are you? What do you do? Where are you from? Again and again.
Build speaking muscle, like going to the gym. One day doesn't change everything. Daily practice does.
Here's another comment task. Write 1 sentence about your day. Keep it simple. We'd love to read it.
And don't worry about perfect grammar. Communication first, perfection later.
Key point, make passive words active. Use them, repeat them, own them.
That's how vocabulary becomes speaking power.
Let's talk about the third reason. You don't practice real conversation.
This is huge. Many learners study alone, but real speaking is interaction.
In conversation, you must listen, think, and answer fast. That's different.
Practical situation, someone says, "What's your favorite food?" Bad response, food? Yes. Better response, "My favorite food is pizza because I love cheese."
Another example. What do you do? Bad, job, office. Better, I work in an office. I help customers.
Context matters. Practice in situations, shopping, travel, friends, work.
Let's practice. At a store. Excuse me, how much is this?
It's $10.
Can I pay by card?
Yes, of course.
Easy, real, useful.
Politeness matters too. Instead of "give me water," say, "Can I have some water?" Or "Could I get some water?"
More natural, more polite.
Tone matters. Say it clearly, not too fast, not too soft.
Here's a speaking exercise. I ask, you answer. What's your name? Where do you live? What do you like doing? Answer out loud.
Speak loudly enough to hear yourself. That builds confidence.
Another situation, meeting someone new. Hi, nice to meet you. Where are you from? What do you do?
Practice these every day. These questions are everywhere.
Tip 1, record yourself. Listen back. Find weak points.
Tip 2, shadow English. Listen and repeat immediately, like copying.
Tip 3, speak to yourself. Sounds funny, works amazingly.
I do that sometimes too, talking to myself in English, planning my day, describing my room.
Same. It feels strange, but it helps. Comment below. Do you practice speaking alone?
And if not, start today. 1 minute is enough, then grow.
Real conversation is messy. That's okay. It's normal.
Structure review, listen, think, respond, repeat. That's conversation.
Now, let's talk about common mistakes. And honestly, we've made these too.
Oh, yes, everyone has. Mistakes are part of learning.
Mistake 1. Waiting to be perfect. Wrong idea. I'll speak when my English is perfect. Correct idea. I'll speak to improve.
Incorrect, my English isn't perfect, so I won't talk. Correct, my English isn't perfect, but I'll try.
Why is waiting wrong? Because perfection comes after practice, not before.
Better alternative? Start with simple sentences. Build slowly.
Mistake 2. Translating everything. Incorrect. Let me think in my language first. Correct. Think directly in English.
Example, instead of translating, I'm hungry, just feel it and say it. Simple, fast, natural.
Mistake 3. Using difficult words. Funny example. I am extremely exhausted due to occupational activities. Wow, too much.
Better, I'm tired from work. Simple wins.
Mistake 4. Being afraid of mistakes. Example. He go to school yesterday. Wrong grammar, but understandable.
Correct, he went to school yesterday. But speaking the wrong version is still better than silence.
Exactly. Silence teaches nothing. Mistakes teach everything.
Practice this. Say, yesterday I went. Today I am. Tomorrow I will. Complete the sentence.
Another funny mistake. People say, I am boring, but they mean I am bored.
Big difference. Boring means you make others bored. Bored means you feel bored.
That can create funny situations. Imagine saying, Hi, I'm boring. Not great.
Practice prompt. Say one sentence with bored. Say one sentence with exciting.
Remember, mistakes are normal. Even advanced speakers make mistakes. Comment one mistake you often make in English.
And that's how you improve, by noticing and fixing.
Time for interactive practice. Choose the correct sentence. Say it out loud. Ready? Situation 1. Talking about your plans. Option A. I will go market tomorrow. Option B. I will go to the market tomorrow.
Correct, option B. We need to the market. It sounds complete.
Situation 2. Talking about feelings. Option A. I am exciting. Option B. I am excited.
Correct, option B. Excited is your feeling. Exciting describes something else.
Situation 3. Ordering food. Option A. Give me tea. Option B. Can I have some tea?
Option B. More polite and natural.
Situation 4. Talking about yesterday. Option A. I go to school yesterday. Option B. I went to school yesterday.
Option B. Past tense needs went.
Situation 5. Introducing yourself. Option A. I am from Pakistan. Option B. I from Pakistan.
Option A. Always need the verb am.
Say the correct sentences again, out loud. Train your mouth.
Want to sound more natural? Try variations. Instead of can I have, try could I get. More polite.
Instead of I'm tired, try I'm exhausted. Same meaning, stronger feeling.
Your challenge? Create your own sentence using today's lesson. Write it in the comments.
Remember, Real conversation matters more than perfect grammar. Speak first, improve later.
That's how real fluency grows.
Today we learned something important. If you understand English but can't speak it, that doesn't mean you're bad at English. It means you need the right practice.
We covered three main things. First, input and output are different. Second, passive vocabulary must become active. Third, real conversation practice is necessary.
Speaking is a skill, and skills grow with practice, little by little, day by day.
So ask yourself, what's stopping you from speaking today? Fear? Shyness? Overthinking?
Whatever it is, start small. 1 sentence today, 2 tomorrow. Keep going.
And remember, confidence doesn't come first. Action comes first. Confidence follows.
If this episode helped you, like it, share it with a friend, and comment below with one English sentence about your day. And subscribe to Englo Talks for more real English conversation practice.
We're proud of you for learning, practicing, and showing up today. Keep speaking, keep trying, and keep growing. Mistakes are okay. Progress is what matters.
See you next time.